What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be rebuilding the Golden State Warriors and hopefully winning Stephen Curry another championship before he retires. There's been rumors going around that the Warriors are looking for a second star to pair up with Stephen Curry, help Steph Curry on the offensive side. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to bring a second star over to the Bay Area and see how things play out. As we all know, to start off this season, the Warriors were really good. They only lost 2 of their first 10 games. But then the last few weeks, they've been playing pretty bad. To be exact, in the last 10 games, their record is 3-7. So we're most definitely going to bring Curry some help, bring a second star to the Bay Area and see how things play out. We'll probably be upgrading our center position as well. So let's start off with a trade number 1 and see what star we could bring over to the Bay Area, and I'll show you guys who that's going to be. The star we're going to be targeting is Brandon Ingram from the New Orleans Pelicans, who these last few years has been playing absolutely phenomenal, averaging over 20 points per game. He's also a really good three-point shooter. This season he's taking a lot more three-pointers than he has in the last few years. And he's hitting them at a good percentage, 37% from 3. And we'll also try getting Jose Alvarado from them, who's an amazing perimeter defender, a good playmaker, a good three-point shooter, and could be our backup point guard behind Stephen Curry. To make this trade possible, we're going to have to give up Jonathan Kuminga, DeAnthony Melton, and Moses Moody. I did try keeping Moody out of this trade. I tried trading away Gary Payton, but they were not accepting even with a bunch of picks. So now we're going to try with Moses Moody and see what they say. We'll also throw in a bunch of first rounders and see what happens here. Let's see. And they do decline. But what if we throw in 2 first rounders? What do they say now? And it's still declining. Third first round pick. Let's see. So it looks like we may not be getting Brandon Ingram. We could move Moody's position. Okay, it's already at a small forward, so we're most definitely not getting Brandon Ingram. So now we're going to have to look for a different star. We weren't able to get Brandon Ingram. I also tried for a few other stars, and the teams were not budging. So I threw Jonathan Kuminga and DeAnthony Melton in Trade Finder, and the Miami Heat are open to give us Bam Adebayo. He's been an all-star, he's an amazing defender, offensive player, rebounder, he's a good player all around, he can play make, and he already has chemistry with Steph Curry from the Olympics. This season his efficiency hasn't really been the best, but I'm pretty sure he'll start playing better offensively. He's proven to be a good offensive player his whole career, so I'm pretty sure he'll find his way. But this is a no-brainer. We're going to go ahead and trade Jonathan Kuminga, DeAnthony Melton, and Moses Moody for Bam Adebayo, the new second star on the Golden State Warriors. And we finally get Stephen Curry a second star. But we're not going to stop here. We're still going to be upgrading our roster. And I'm not sure what trade we will make next, but we're most definitely going to make one. We probably will be trading Brendan Pajemski. He hasn't been playing good at all this season. He's not a good three-point shooter. So we're going to try upgrading Brendan Pajemski for a better player. And I'll show you guys what trade that'll be. I was going to target Herb Jones to bring on our team to be our new starting shooting guard. But I threw Buddy Hield, Brendan Pajemski, and our first round pick in Trade Finder to see what we can get. And the Lakers are down to send us Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect has a way higher ceiling than Brendan Pajemski in my opinion, so bringing him on this team will be absolutely phenomenal. And Austin Reeves has proven to be a good offensive player throughout his career. So we're going to go ahead and pull this trade off here. We can move Austin Reeves to be our starting shooting guard, and that's exactly what we'll do. And we got rid of Buddy Hield and Brendan Pajemski. Buddy Hield was good for us, but I think this trade is going to help our team out more than having Buddy Hield would. So I think we're going to run with this core that we have as of right now and see how things play out. I will be fixing up our rotation, and then I'll show you guys what the new rotation is looking like. Here's our new rotation. our new starting five of Steph Curry, Austin Reeves, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Bam Adebayo. Our starting five, in my opinion, is elite. We pushed Austin Reeves' position back to shooting guard, and his overall did go up by 1, which is really nice. And then our sixth man will be Dalton Connect. We'll have Kyle Anderson off the bench, Gary Payton, and Kevon Looney. I think those trades we made us a lot better, but let's see what happens in 2K. Let's simulate game 1 against the Dallas Mavericks and see if it's going to be a win. Fingers crossed. It's taking forever to load. And it's a win, which is a good sign in my opinion. We held them to 90 points, so our defense was really good. Bam Adebayo had a double-double in his Warriors debut. Austin Reeves, 16 points in his Warriors debut. Connect with 11. And now I'm going to simulate until the trade deadline and see how we're playing. If we're not playing good, we can always make some moves. But if we're playing good, we'll be advancing, hopefully, to the playoffs. We traded away Austin Reeves, Khalil Ware, and a first round pick for Norman Powell to be our new starting shooting guard. And the reason I pulled that trade off is our offense is one of the worst offenses in the league. We are not even in the top 20 offensively in this season, but we are one of the best defensive teams. And Norman Powell is a better offensive player this season than Austin Reeves, so I went ahead and brought him on this team. And he's also a really good perimeter defender, so he should help us get a lot more wins under our belt. I don't think I'll be making any more trades. Well, there's one trade I may make, which is for a backup point guard. Patrick Beverley was a free agent, so I just went ahead and signed him, but I think I'm going to target a different backup point guard in case we want to play him off the bench, because we don't have any backup guards on our team, which I think we should have. So I'm going to go target a backup point guard, and I'll show you guys who that's going to be. At the end of this season, Luka Doncic wins MVP, Jared McCain wins Rookie of the Year. This award most definitely could have gone to our boy Dalton Connect, but I went to Jared McCain, which is all fine. Almond Thompson wins Sixth Player of the Year, Wemby wins Defensive Player of the Year, Jalen Suggs Most Improved, Anthony Edwards wins Clutch Player, Jason Kidd Coach of the Year, and the New York Knicks win Executive of the Year. Let's see if we get any All-NBA selections. No, we do not. Okay, no Stephen Curry. What about on All-Defensive Team, and we get nobody? Okay, we get Bam Adebayo on All-Defensive Second Team. Let's go. Somehow Jokic is on All-Defensive Second Team. All right. And we were the 5th seed, so we didn't do much better. We still stayed the 5th seed even after trading for Norman Powell, which really doesn't make much sense, but it is what it is. Let me show you guys our player stats. Our team played absolutely phenomenal. I just don't know what the problem was. I'm pretty sure it was our offense. We still didn't, we were around the 19th best offense in the league, I believe. So yeah, we struggled on the offensive end for some reason. And Norman Powell didn't score as much with our team as he was with the LA Clippers, which also doesn't make sense since I raised his shot tendency. But the leading scorer on our team was Stephen Curry with 24 points per game. Right behind him was Bam Adebayo with 18 points per game. It was so hard to fix up Bam Adebayo's shot tendencies. He was shooting like 40-something% from the field. And then I had to change up his shot tendencies. And finally, he's playing like he did in the previous season. And then Norman Powell, 17 points per game. Andrew Wiggins played absolutely phenomenal, averaging 15 points per game on really good shooting splits. And then Dalton Connect as our 6th man, 13 points per game. Dalton Connect shot 41% from the three-point line. He was so close to setting the new record of most three-pointers made by a rookie. I should have raised his shot tendency towards the end of the season. I've totally forgot. I raised it for the last 2 games, but by then it was basically already too late. In the 2 games we raised his shot tendency, he scored 22 and then 18, making 5 3-pointers, then 4. So he was almost there at setting the new record, which would have been really cool. Cameron Payne wasn't really playing good, so I stopped playing him for Keon Ellis, who I acquired in a trade. I believe I traded... Who did I trade? I'm not sure who I traded away, but I traded away one of our players for Keon Ellis. Draymond Green, basically 7 points, 6.5 from Keon Ellis, 6 from Kyle Anderson, 5.5 from Kevon Looney, and in round number 1 we'll be going up against the Denver Nuggets, who no longer have... Okay, they have Jamal Murray coming off their bench for Russell Westbrook. That is insane, and Russell Westbrook is playing absolutely phenomenal this season. 2 triple-double kings on the same team. Jamal Murray is their 6th man. This team's pretty good, to be honest, but hopefully we're the better team. Let me fix up the player minutes, and let's get right into the playoffs. I fixed up the player minutes. Let's see if we can defeat the Denver Nuggets. Game number 1 is a loss. Russell Westbrook drops 23 points. Jokic with a triple-double. Russ is playing amazing in this 2K simulation. Absolutely phenomenal. He's shooting the 3-ball amazing. Bam Adebayo scored 38 points, 10 rebounds, but we still fell short. Curry with only 14 points. Hopefully we can win game number 2. Let's see what happens, and it's a loss. Oh god. 29 from Bam Adebayo. Bam is playing absolutely phenomenal. Curry is not shooting as much as he should be for the number 1 option, which makes absolutely no sense. Norman Powell is also playing good. Wiggins is alright. Connect is good. I don't know what the problem is here. Maybe we should come up with a coach game plan, and I think I'm going to be doing just that. Christian Brown is playing good. Their starting 5 is honestly pretty stacked. So let me come up with a defensive coach game plan and see what we can do here. I came up with a coach game plan, a defensive coach game plan. Let's see if that's going to work out in our favor. We do have home court advantage. We start off playing good in the first half. Hopefully we can keep this up, and it looks like we probably will be winning this game. Let's go. Bam Adebayo had 24 rebounds. That is probably a career high for Bam. Let's check that out. Has he ever had 24? No, he hasn't. So he just had a career high in rebounds. 24 rebounds, 27 points, 7 assists, 4 blocks on Jokic. Curry had 21, 20 from Wiggins, 16 from Norman Powell. This is how we need to play in order for us to win, and clearly our defensive coach game plan worked. We held the Denver Nuggets to 89 points, which is amazing. Jokic 4 of 13. Bam needs to continue playing this defense on Jokic in order for us to win. Let's see if we can tie the series up here and go 2-2. Let's see what happens. So far, they do have the lead. The first half, they're destroying us, but we still have a chance to come back. And it looks like we're going to be losing by 5 points. Oh, God. Norman Powell, 24 points. Bam Adebayo with 21. Curry is struggling, dude. This playoff run, he's shooting 39% from the field, 27% from the three-point line. If Curry was playing better, we most definitely would have won at least another game or 2. And in order for us to win, we're going to need him to pick it up. Otherwise, we're most definitely not winning this series. They're already up 3-1 against us. Let's see if we can win this game and push it to a game 6. So far, we started off the first half really well, but they are pushing back, and it looks like we are going to be winning this game. We scored 136 points. There we go. That's the Stephen Curry we all know and love. 35 points, 8 boards, 9 assists. Norman Powell with 31 points, Bam Adebayo with 21. We need our big 3 to continue playing like this in order for us to win ourselves a championship. Norman Powell has been absolutely phenomenal this playoff run, 24 points per game. And Wiggins also has been playing really good, defense and offense. How's Dalton Connect playing? He's struggling. Oh yeah, he's most definitely struggling off the bench, shooting 26% from the three-point line. I may change up his shot tendency because he was our 6th man, but I may hire Keon Ellis's shot tendency because we do need someone scoring off the bench. So let me fix up Dalton connects shot tendency, and we'll get into game number 6. Shot tendencies have been fixed. Let's see if we can push the Denver Nuggets to a game 7. The first quarter we played good, but the second quarter they basically came right back. Let's see what happens. Close game, or well, we're up by 12 points with 4 minutes remaining, which is a good sign. It looks like we will be going to a game 7. We win by 12 points. Stephen Curry drops 33 points. 11 made 3-pointers. That is insane. What's his record? His record in his career is 13 made 3s. 11 is insane. Bam Adebayo, 21 points, 11 boards. Andrew Wiggins with 16. He kind of struggles offensively. Norman Powell played good. Dalton Connect, there we go. Now he's playing a lot better. 6 of 10. I lowered his shot tendency a little bit. Before it was a 70, and now it's a 65 shot tendency. Where is Draymond Green? Green is struggling this playoff run. His efficiency is absolutely horrible. I hope that could get better here pretty soon. Let's see if we can win game 7 and advance to the next round. I hope we can. Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. So far, they do have the lead on us. We are pushing back. We're up by a lot, and it looks like we are going to be advancing to the next round. Let's go. We score 139 points. That's what I'm talking about. Stephen Curry with 26 points. The first few games, the reason we were losing is Stephen Curry was struggling. But as soon as he picked it back together and started playing good, as you guys can see, we won. Andrew Wiggins, 26 points. Dalton Connect with 24 points. He's starting to play amazing now. That is amazing. Norman Powell, 22 points. Bam Adebayo with 20 points. Bam is playing absolutely phenomenal. 25 points per game, 12 boards, 6.5 assists. Amazing defense. Let's see how his defense was on Jokic. He held Jokic to shooting 46% from the field, 28 from 3. So Bam Adebayo locked up Jokic, which is insane. As you guys can see, a lot of these games, Jokic was struggling. 4 of 13, 6 of 16, 5 of 13. But Jokic is like a 50% field goal shooter, if not higher. So Bam played absolutely phenomenal. And now we get ourselves Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving and the Denver Nuggets. Where is Klay Thompson? So Klay's coming off their bench for Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall has been playing amazing this season in real life, so that would kind of make sense if this was to happen, whereas Klay has been struggling. Let's see what happens here. Game number 1 is a loss. Klay, oh god, he drops 32 points on our head. He's out for revenge. Well, I wouldn't say revenge. He's the one that left the Golden State Warriors, but I guess he would see it as a revenge. And we lost that game. Curry only scored 16 points. We're not going to be winning if Curry keeps struggling like this. Let's see if we can win game 2, and we do. Let's go. Luka had a triple-double, but Andrew Wiggins played absolutely phenomenal. Andrew Wiggins has been leading scoring-wise these last 2 games, 23, then 25. We need Curry to step up, and he still didn't step up this game, but he's lucky. The rest of the team played absolutely phenomenal because Curry fouled out and shot 2 of 12. I don't know what's going on with Steph Curry this playoff run. He's playing absolutely horrible. Connect played good. Let's see if we can win game number 3, which we do. Let's go. Bam Adebayo with 27 points, 16 boards. Wiggins with another 20-plus point per game performance, 25 points, almost averaging 20 throughout the playoffs. Norman Powell kind of struggled, but Curry finally, well, his efficiency was bad, but he still had 20 points. Can we go up 3-1? And we do not. Bam had 33, 20 from Curry. If Curry had played better these games, we most definitely would have beat the Dallas Mavericks this game. But for some reason, he's struggling when it matters most. But we do win, and we're up 3-2. Let's go. There we go. Curry with 30 points. This is what we need. Bam Adebayo with 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. 4 steals and 4 blocks. Amazing defense and even more amazing offense. Norman Powell with 24. Can we beat them here? And we do. We advance to the conference finals. Curry had 32 points, 19 from Powell. A double-double from Bam Adebayo. Amazing get for our team. The perfect second option, second star to have besides Steph and Curry. And now we get ourselves the OKC Thunder. Two of the hardest teams in the Western Conference the Dallas Mavericks and now the OKC Thunder, which hopefully we can beat. They didn't make any changes to their roster. They have the same exact team as they have in real life. Let's see what happens here. Game number 1 is a win. Steph Curry with 45 points. This is what we need for us to win a championship. 22 from Bam, 21 from Norman Powell. Game number 2 is also a win. Wiggins with 25. Wiggins has been playing phenomenal. Bam with 20. Curry with 18. Game number 3, we're up 3-0 against OKC Thunder. 31 from Curry, 26 from Bam, 19 from Dalton Connect. Let's go. Is this going to be a sweep? It's not going to be a sweep. And oh god, the Celtics are already in the finals. Gentleman sweep, not a gentleman sweep. They may just come back. This is where we're going to have to come up with a defensive coach game plan in order for that not to happen. Let's go ahead and put a defender on Shea and J-Dub. Then we'll see if we can defeat them in 6. I came up with a really good defensive coach game plan. Let's see if that's going to help get us this win here. We do have home court advantage. And so far we have the lead. It is a back and forth battle, but we are running away with it. We're up by 13, 5 minutes remaining. Let's see what happens. They are coming close. We're only up by 2 with 50 seconds remaining. Let's slow this down a little bit in case we need to jump in. And we lose by 1. Oh god, I was going to try jumping in, but for some reason it wasn't pausing. I don't know what happened there. And now we're going to game 7. And we're most definitely going to have to come up with a different coach game plan. I'm going to have to check who played good, who's playing good on this team and who's not. So the defense on Shea worked, but I don't know who else is really elite on this team. I know J-Dub is good. He had 30 points. Okay. What about Chet? 17. So the defense on him was also good. Let's see who played good on their team right here. J-Dub played good. Shea played good. Chet, Luke Dort. I should have put a defender on Luke Dort and Isaiah Joe. I never thought Isaiah Joe would be averaging double-digit points, but he is. So let me change up a few things here. Check out our player shot tendencies and get back for game 7. Andrew Wiggins that game attempted 12 3-pointers and made only 2. I lowered his shot tendency I made Bam Adebayo's shot tendency higher since he's been playing absolutely phenomenal against the OKC Thunder. And I also hired Norman Powell's. Let's see if that's going to help us at all here. Hopefully we don't get eliminated in game 7 and let them come back. And so far we do have the lead, but it is a back and forth. We're up by 9, 6 minutes remaining. We're up by 5, 4 minutes remaining. We're still up by 5. Let's slow this down in case we need to jump in. And it looks like we are going to have to jump in. 36 seconds remaining. I'm not risking it like the last game. So let's see what we could do here. And they do have the ball, which sucks. Let's see what the rotation's looking like. I'm taking out Dalton Connect for Andrew Wiggins. The rest is all fine. And we don't even have... Okay, we do have a timeout, which I'm going to call to substitute our players in. And also let me switch up the coach settings here. Now we need to get a defensive stop and maybe score one more bucket, which hopefully we're able to do. Let's see if we can do just that. We can give up a 2-pointer, but definitely not a 3. And that's a miss. Let's go. Pass that out to Curry. And we most definitely won this. They'll probably be fouling us here shortly. Let's just waste the time and see what they're going to be planning on doing here. We'll rush and hit a layup once there's a few seconds left right now. Oh god. 8 seconds remaining and Shea just hit us with a block shot. Oh my god. I should have just went for the 3-pointer. Oh, it's still our ball. Let's go. I don't know how the hell that went in, but it did. And we most definitely won this game, so I'll be seeing you guys in the next. Bam Adebayo wins Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block and a half, shooting 60% from the field. Jason Tatum, 35 points per game, 11 boards, 7 assists. He's playing absolutely phenomenal, and he wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. That last second shot was insane. I didn't know we were on a shot clock. It would have been a shot clock violation if we didn't shoot that, but I shot it anyways, and clearly it went in, and we got the W. Curry played phenomenal. Wiggins played good. Bam Adebayo played good this whole series. So did Norman Powell and Dalton Connect. How is Draymond Green? He's still struggling a bit. But now we got ourselves the Boston Celtics, the same starting five they have in real life, and this is a deadly starting five, most definitely. Hopefully we're able to beat them. Draymond could lock up Jason Tatum for sure. Andrew Wiggins could lock up Jaylen Brown. And then Drew Holiday and Derek White, I'm not sure about, but Porzingis, Bam, could most definitely lock him up. Let's see what happens here. Game number 1 is a loss. Tatum with 29. I'm going to come up with a coach game plan. I'm not even going to risk it because this team's deadly. And if we go down 2-0, that's going to ruin our chances of winning a championship. A coach game plan has been set. Let's see if we can defeat the Boston Celtics and win ourselves a championship. The first quarter, we played absolutely phenomenal. Hopefully we can keep this up. Let's see. And it looks like we are going to win this game, scoring 145 points. Andrew Wiggins with 35. Bam with 33. Curry with 30. Dalton Connect with 17. Connect has been playing absolutely phenomenal this playoff run, as you guys can see. But hopefully Wiggins, Bam, and Curry can keep up could keep up playing this good, which I hope they can. Let's see if we can win game number 3, and we do. Let's go. Bam with 35. Wiggins with 28 points, 11 boards. Curry with 22. Norman Powell with 20. Let's see if we can go up 3-1, and oh my god, we did just that. Bam with 30 points, 10 rebounds, Wiggins with 26, Curry with 23. Our defense clearly has been working on the Celtics. Jaylen Brown shot 4 of 14. That is what I'm talking about. Let's see how Tatum's been playing. Tatum struggled in one of the games, but he's been good other than that. Is this going to be a gentleman's sweep? Let's see, and it is. There you go. The Golden State Warriors have won a championship with Bam Adebayo winning Finals MVP, averaging 32 points, 11 boards, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1.5 block. Perfect second star to have on our team. Bro was playing like the number 1 option on our team. He played absolutely phenomenal. Let me show you guys the player stats for these playoffs. Bam Adebayo led the way with 26 points per game. Right behind him was Stephen Curry with 25 points, 18 from Norman Powell, 18 from Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins played phenomenal. He played like the 21-22 Wigs, and that's exactly what we needed. Dalton Connect, phenomenal 6-man to have on our team. Bro shot 50% from the 3-point line. Draymond Green, amazing defense on Jason Tatum, amazing playmaking and rebounding. Kyle Anderson, good defense, playmaking. Looney, amazing rebounding. Gary Payton, amazing defense in the limited minutes he was getting. And we played absolutely phenomenal. Let me show you guys the player stats for the NBA Finals. Bam Adebayo was averaging 32 points per game, 11 rebounds, 5.5 assists. 26.5 from Steph Curry, 21 from Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins picked it up in the finals and went off. 17 from Norman Powell, 15 from Dalton Connect, 7.5 from Draymond Green. Kyle Anderson with 6, 4 from Gary Payton, and 3 and 5 boards from Looney. We're going to run it back and see what we can do this up and coming season and hopefully win ourselves another championship. After winning this last championship, that puts Stephen Curry at 5 rings. We're going to try getting him to tie Michael Jordan now. That'll be the new goal of this video, to get him 6 championships. So I'll see you guys this offseason. I'm going to overturn a few of these retirements, and I'll see you guys at free agency or the draft. I stopped here at free agency, and we will be making a few trades here. The reason for that is a lot of our players are in their 30s. Norman Powell's 32 years old, and Norman Powell starts to regress pretty fast in 2K simulation. So we're going to be trading him away for a new starting shooting guard. I wanted to keep Norman Powell on our team long term, but it's not going to work out because I've seen him regress in the past by a lot. So we're going to go ahead and trade Norman Powell. I already found the trade that I like here, and I'll show you guys which trade that is. That's for Mikal Bridges, who could be that perfect starting shooting guard for us. He's an amazing three-point shooter, amazing defender, and an amazing offensive player. I signed Bojan Bogdanovic in free agency on a cheap contract, and he'll also be included in this trade, and we'll also be getting ourselves Tyler Kolek. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Hopefully he progresses. If he does, he could be our backup point guard behind Stephen Curry. But we're going to go ahead and bring Mikal Bridges over to the Golden State Warriors, pull this trade off. And now there may be a few more trades that I might be pulling off, maybe for a different backup center. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to look around the league and see what we can get back for some of our players. And obviously I didn't want to trade Norman Powell, but we kind of have to because I know he's going to be regressing. Mikal Bridges is 28 years old. He's probably going to be the better player in the next few years because he's younger, obviously, and he's been playing phenomenal these past few seasons as well. So let me see what else we can do to upgrade our roster, and I'll show you guys if I come across any trades that I like. We're also going to be acquiring Caleb Martin from the Philadelphia 76ers. He could be our backup power forward. He's a good playmaker, decent offensive player, and a good defender. And he can fill Kyle Anderson's shoes perfectly. Kyle Anderson, I wanted to keep on our team, but again, he's also 31 years old, and I know he's going to be regressing. So we're going to have to trade him. There's not many power forwards in the league that are good playmakers and defenders, and Kyle Anderson was one of them, so it sucks we're going to have to trade him. But Caleb Martin is also a good playmaker and a pretty good defender, so I think this should also be a good trade for our team, and we're going to go ahead and acquire Caleb Martin. We also had to send them Keon Ellis, but that's all right. And I don't think I'm going to be making any more trades for our team as of right now. Andrew Wiggins may be regressing. I really hope he doesn't. Same as Draymond Green, because that'll suck. But I think I won't be making any more trades as of right now. Obviously, we can make changes at the trade deadline if we need to. So now I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2. Here's our new starting 5. We have Steph Curry, Mikal Bridges, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Bam Adebayo. In my opinion, our starting 5 is elite. Luckily, Andrew Wiggins didn't regress. I honestly thought he would be regressing by a bunch, and same as Draymond Green. They basically stayed the same overall, which is really good for us. Then off the bench, we're going to have Dalton Connect, Caleb Martin, Kevon Looney, and Tyler Kolek. I believe that's how you would say his name. He's going to be our backup point guard. We'll see how he plays for us. Hopefully he's good. I guess we'll find out. And in game number 1, we're going up against the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges' former team. And we did a good thing trading away Norman Powell. As you guys can see, his overall dropped to 81 overall. When we traded him away, his overall was at 85, I believe, so he would have progressed if we kept him around on our team. So it's a good thing we traded him. Let's see if we are going to win game 1 against the Knicks, which we do by 1 point. Bam Adebayo with 29-20 from Wiggins. Mikal Bridges in his Warriors debut scores 17 points. And now I'll be seeing you guys either at the end of this season or at the trade deadline, depending on how we're playing. At the trade deadline, we're only going to be making one trade, which is for a new backup point guard. Tyler has not been playing good at all. As you guys can see, his efficiency is horrible. And AJ Mitchell, his offensive overall is way better, as you guys can see. 86 three-point shot, 91 closed shot. So we're going to go ahead and trade for AJ Mitchell to be our new backup point guard. And that's the only trade we'll be making for this season. At the end of this season, Luka Doncic wins another MVP. Cooper Flagg wins Rookie of the Year with the Philadelphia 76ers. Jaime Jaquez Jr., Sixth Player of the Year. Wemby, another defensive player. Scoot Henderson wins the Most Improved Player. That's really amazing to see. He's averaging 23 points per game. Giannis wins Clutch Player of the Year. Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. As you guys can see, we won 65 games and lost only 17, also winning Executive of the Year. Do we get Stephen Curry on All-NBA? We don't as of right now, but we do get Bam Adebayo on All-NBA second team. Let's go. No Steph Curry. That makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. And we also get Bam Adebayo on all defensive first team. Let's go. And of course, we were the first seed. And in round number 1, we'll be taking on, oh god, our rivals. Well, not really rivals. They like to call us rivals, but the Houston Rockets. Tari Eason, we're gonna spank him. And let me show you guys our player stats, and then we'll get right into the playoffs. Here is our player stats for the regular season. Curry was averaging 24.5 points per game. Bam Adebayo played absolutely phenomenal this season, being that perfect second star, second option on our team, averaging 21.5 points per game, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1.5 block on amazing efficiency. Mikal Bridges was a good get for our team also, 15 points per game. He started to struggle from the three-point line towards the end of the season, but hopefully he could play good. Well, shoot good this playoff run. 15 from Wiggins, so Wiggins and Mikal Bridges are basically averaging the same amount of points. And in a way, they're kind of the same type of players also. They're really good defenders and decent offensive players, like 15 to 20 points per game type of players, which is really good. 12.5 from Dalton Connect. His points per game did drop from the previous season, so did his 3-point percentage, but that's fine because he was still good. 8 points from Caleb Martin, 7.5 from Draymond Green, 5 from Kevon Looney, 6 rebounds, and 5 from AJ Mitchell. He struggled. So I don't know if it was a smart move to trade away Tyler and get this guy. I don't even know who AJ Mitchell is, to be honest. But I got him because his offensive overall was good. But now let me fix up our player minutes, and then we're going to show the Houston Rockets what Dub Nation is all about. They also went ahead and got themselves Paul George. The Philadelphia 76ers traded away Paul George in the first season of acquiring him. Now let's defeat the Houston Rockets. Player minutes have been fixed. Let's get right to simulating. So this team hasn't really made any moves to their roster. Well, they did actually getting Paul George. It looks like they traded away Dylan Brooks. Alperen Şengün is up to a 90 overall. And their bench is basically the same bench they have in real life, except they added Max Christie. So Reed Shepherd, Cam Whitmore, Tari Eason. I think we should be able to beat this team, but let's see. Game number 1 is a win. Curry drops 32 points, 29 from Wiggins, 24 from Bam Adebayo. I honestly don't know how the Houston Rockets were a playing team. They're not that bad on paper, at least, but they were a playing team somehow. Game number 2 is a loss. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how this team was a playing team, to be honest. It doesn't really make much sense. Game number 3 is also a loss. Okay, and this is where we're going to be coming up with a coach game plan. Coach game plan has been set. Let's jump into Simcast and see if we can tie up the series here. And so far, it's a back and forth, but we did have a good first half. Hopefully we can keep this up. And it looks like we are going to be tying up the series, almost scoring 150 points. 33 from Curry, 25 from Wiggins, 23 from Bam, Draymond Green with 19. Let's go. Caleb Martin also played good with 16 points off the bench. Let's see if we can go up 3-2. We do have home court advantage. And so far, the first half was good, but they are pushing back, and we let them score 49 points in the third quarter. Whoa, where is our defense? 50 points in a quarter is insane. But we do have the lead by 1. Can we keep it? And no, we cannot. And they win somehow. Bam with 37, Wiggins with 30, Curry only with 18, only shot 12 buckets. That makes absolutely no sense. Jalen Green with 33. Let's see what's going on their team. Amin Thompson has been playing amazing. So has Şengün. Paul George. Where's Paul George? 6 points. Okay. Maybe I come up with a different coach game plan, I guess. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have a defender on Tari Eason. I don't have a defender on Cam Whitmore. Cam is not really playing good anyways, but we may have to come up with a different coach game plan. Dalton Connect has been struggling this playoff run, so I lowered his shot tendency. I hired Mikal Bridges' shot tendency because he's playing amazing, same as Andrew Wiggins and Bam Adebayo. Let's see if that's going to work out at all in our favor. And so far, the first half was really good for us. We cannot give up this lead like the last game, though. It looks like we are going to be winning and going to a game 7. Bam with 36, Curry with 38. Mikal Bridges struggled offensively with 11. Looney with 10. Green with 10. Where is Wiggins? Oh, God, he played horrible that game. 0 for 6. But I guess... I don't know. I guess we'll see how he plays the next game. Hopefully we can win here in 7 and not get embarrassed by a play-in team. We are the first seed, so that would be embarrassing being eliminated by a play-in team. The first quarter was really good for us, so was the second quarter. Let's go. And the third. And it looks like we will be advancing to the next round. Curry with 30 points, Bridges with 20, Green with 16. Draymond is playing amazing this playoff run so far. Wiggins kind of struggled, but he still did good. Bam with a double-double. Almost a triple-double. 4 steals and 4 blocks. Bam is insane defensively and offensively. He's playing absolutely phenomenal. He held Şengün to 4 of 16 shooting. Let's go. Now we got ourselves the OKC Thunder. We were able to defeat them the previous season, so I think we should be able to once again. Cason Wallace is at 81 overall now. Last season, he was only a 76. They also got themselves Peyton Watson, and they have Tyler. I totally forgot. And oh God, we messed up big time. We shouldn't have traded away Tyler. But when he was on our team, bro was literally shooting like 40% and 30 from the three-point line. As soon as we trade him, he just becomes an amazing role player. But he couldn't do that for us, which makes 0 sense. AJ Mitchell, I took out of the rotation because of how bad he was playing. We have GP2 in instead of AJ Mitchell. He was playing absolutely horrible, shooting 20% from the three-point line. But let's see how things go. Game number 1 is a loss. Shea 34. Okay, we should have came up with a coach game plan because this team is absolutely insane. Look at those stats. And I'm going to be coming up with a coach game plan before even advancing to game number 2. We're not going to risk it for the biscuit. So I came up with the defensive coach game plan, and I think our team could lock up this team perfectly. I put Mikal Bridges on Shea, Curry on Cason Wallace, since Cason Wallace isn't really scoring too much. We put Wiggins on Luke Dort, Draymond Green on Jalen Williams, Bam Adebayo on Chet. That's the same exact defensive coach game plan I came up with last playoffs, and it worked perfectly. Let's see if it could work perfectly once again. And game number 2 is a win. And we held them to 92 points. That's what I'm talking about. So clearly the defensive coach game plan worked. Curry with 28 points, 12 assists, 25 from Bam, 24 from Mikal Bridges. And our defense was flawless, holding J-Dub to 4 of 17, Shea to 7 of 21. Game number 3 is also a win. That's what I'm talking about. Bam with 34, Bridges with 22, Curry with 19, and Wiggins with 19. Can we go up 3-1 and we do just that? Let's go. Our defense is absolutely phenomenal, holding them to 91 points, under 100 points once again. Bridges with 24, he's playing absolutely phenomenal. Bam with 22, Green with 18, let's go. He's averaging 10 points per game, playing phenomenal. Curry with 16 points and 15 assists. His playmaking is insane this playoff run. Are we going to be gentlemen sweeping them? We do not. 28 from Curry, 28 from Mikal Bridges, 24 from Curry, and 24 from Dalton Connect, who's starting to play better. Let's jump into Simcast and see if we can defeat the OKC Thunder and advance to the next round. And in the second quarter, we didn't play good at all. It looks like we probably won't be coming back from this, and it looks like we are going to a game 7. Oh god. We gotta see what the problem is here. Isaiah Hartenstein, how is he playing? He's playing really, really good. Peyton Watson, I didn't put a defender on because I didn't think we would need one, but I mean, he's averaging 10 points per game. And Isaiah Joe, I forgot about. Tyler is, oh my god, he's shooting 50, 40, 90, bro. If we kept him, that would have been nice. Let me change up our coach game plan a little bit, and we'll see if that'll work out in our favor. I switched up a few things. Let's see if we're going to be advancing to the conference finals. Fingers crossed, we do have home court advantage. And so far, we are winning, but not by much. We're up by 5, 6 minutes remaining, and they do take the lead from us. Let's slow this down a little bit and see if we can come back. 150 remaining, they're up by 3. We do tie it up, so I may jump in here. And I think I'm going to jump in and get ourselves a defensive stop here. We're up by 2, 40 seconds remaining. Let's see what the substitution's looking like. Okay, we're going to switch out Dalton Connect for Draymond Green. We need some defense in here. And we do have a timeout. They have ball. For some reason, whenever I jump into a game, it's always the other team that's starting with a ball for some reason. I don't understand that. But it is what it is. All we need is a defensive stop. The OKC Thunder aren't really a good three-point shooting team anyway, so I believe they'll be going for a 2. Let's see. Chet has the ball. He's getting clamped up. Oh, God. Mikal Bridges left Shea wide open. What was that? Why do you leave Shea wide open? There was no screen set for Mikal Bridges, and I don't know what he's doing. Bro's daydreaming. But we still could get the lead here, which I think we'll do anyways. Let's hit a 3 with Curry. Hopefully we can do that. Oh yeah, Green, let's go. And we hit a 3-pointer with Curry. We're up by 2, 20 seconds remaining. Now the OKC Thunder are going to try wasting time, I believe, in scoring at the last second, which would be horrible if they hit a 3-pointer buzzer beater. Let's see what they try doing. They give it out to Cason Wallace. They're going to get it to Shea. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Why was Bam on the outskirts of Chet, dude? But at least we still have a chance to score. And I'm going to score, I'm telling you. Last playoff run, I remember getting blocked by Shea. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, Green, buddy. Let's go. And Steph hit him with that shimmy. Look at that. I gotta show you guys that for sure. Look at Steph after he hits that. Oh yeah. And we're gonna be advancing to the next round. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. We got ourselves the Dallas Mavericks once again. I believe we faced them last season. And this season they have Chris Middleton. And I already seen how they acquired him, and you guys are not going to believe it. They signed him on a $5 million contract. I don't know how other teams are able to get amazing players for minimum contracts, but whenever I try it, it never happens. But I always see other teams with amazing players on minimum contracts. Chris Middleton is just ring chasing, jumped to the Dallas Mavericks. Now this team is insanely good, and they have Kyle Anderson, our old player, as their starting power forward, who defensively is going off. Oh god. And he's been their starting power forward for the whole season. Let's see what their bench is looking like. They have Najee Marshall, Obi Toppin, and Clay. This team is stacked. How did they get Obi Toppin? That makes no sense how they got him, but it is what it is. Let's see if we can defeat the Dallas Mavericks. Game number 1 is a win. Curry with 29, Bam with 28. Game number 2 is a loss. Curry with 22, Luka had 26, Kyrie. Okay, we're going to definitely put defenders on Luka and Kyrie because I'm not having Curry defend Luka. Curry is way too small. Luka is literally 6'6", 6'6", 230 pounds. We're going to put Mikal Bridges on him. So let me come up with that coach game plan and we'll be back for game 3. Coach game plan has been set. Let's see if that's going to work out. Game number 3 is a win. Let's go. Bridges had 34 points, 24 from Curry, 23 from Wiggins, and 20 from Bam Adebayo. Game 4, they tied the series up. Luka with 41. We also could have put Draymond Green on Luka. I don't know if that would be smarter or not. We may do that if we lose another game. I'm not sure. Bam Adebayo. I'm going to be hiring Bam's shot tendency, I think. Let's hire it to a 95. Because Bam has been playing absolutely phenomenal. And now let's jump into Simcast and see if we can go up 3-2 against the Dallas Mavericks. So far, they have the lead. Please come back. They're up by 6. And it looks like we are going to be losing this game by 20 points. Bridges is struggling, so this conference finals, I don't know what to do. Curry only had 10 points. All right. So Curry had, we're going to see who's been playing good this conference finals. Like, Curry's been playing good. Bam's been good. Mikal Bridges is good. Wiggins is kind of struggling, 43% from the field. Draymond Green is struggling, 37%. So is Caleb Martin. I don't know what we can do here, really, but let's jump into Simcast, I guess, and see if we could win this game. So far, they do have the lead, and they're playing amazing defense on us. Hopefully, we can come back, and it looks like we are going to be losing this game. That sucks. Luka Doncic wins Western Conference Finals MVP. He played horrible. 43% and 30 from the three-point line. I don't know how they won with Luka struggling that much. Well, I mean, they did get Chris Middleton, who's ring chasing right now, so that kind of makes sense. Scotty Barnes, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. The only reason they won is because of Chris Middleton ring chasing, in my opinion. If they didn't have Chris Middleton, we most definitely would have beat them. Kyle Anderson may just get himself another championship. I hope the Raptors beat them. Let's see what happens here. And oh god. The Mavericks win. Luka wins Finals MVP, averaging 37 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. I'm going to be ending off the video there. This was a fun little short video where we were able to win Stephen Curry his 5th championship and get him help, a second star, which was Bam Adebayo. So I'm going to be ending off the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new, and comment down below what video you guys would like to see next. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.